Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our showing of Skyfall, the fourth film in our miniseries, The Best of Bond. Skyfall was directed by Oscar winner Sam Mendes and starred Daniel Craig, Javier Bardem, and Judi Dench. The screenplay was written by Neil Purvis and Robert Wade with John Logan. The title is the name of Bond's childhood home in Scotland, which is the setting for the film's finale. The signature song, Skyfall, was written and performed by Adele and released on James Bond Day, 50 years after the release of Dr. No. It won the Oscar for Best Original Song. The remaining music was composed by Thomas Newman, and David Kleinman designed the titles. Skyfall hosts the return of two major characters, Q and Moneypenny. The movie was released to both financial and critical success. Hailed as part of the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the release of the first Bond film, Dr. No from 1962, the film ran away with $1.109 billion on an investment of $150 million. Many British and American critics suggested that it was the best Bond film ever produced. Manohla Dargis of the New York Times considered Skyfall to be a superior follow-up to Casino Royale. Roger Ebert of the Sun-Times gave the film 4 stars, describing it as a full-bodied, joyous, intelligent celebration of a beloved cultural icon. Filming occurred primarily in the UK, with some additional locations in China and Turkey. This was the first Bond film to be shot digitally. London locations, including various London Underground stations, the National Gallery, Whitehall, Parliament Square, the old Royal Naval College in Greenwich, and Tower Hill. The old Vic tunnels beneath Waterloo Station served as the MI6 training ground. The meeting between Q and Bond was filmed in the National Gallery of Art at night after it closed. Vauxhall Bridge and Millbank were closed when the crew filmed the explosion at MI6's headquarters at Vauxhall Cross, and the explosion was later added digitally during post-production. The finale was shot at Glencoe, Scotland. The town of Adana stands in for the outskirts of Istanbul, including shots of a breathtaking stone-arched Varda Bridge nearby. Parts of Istanbul were closed for filming, including the Spice Bazaar, the Grand Post Office, Sultanahmet Square, and the Grand Bazaar. Stores remained open, but could not do business. Instead, they were paid $418 a day as compensation. On Saturday nights, the crew dressed the shop facades so that filming could begin promptly on Sunday morning. Mendes received permission from the Chinese authority to film aerial scenes over Shanghai. The interior of the Golden Dragon Casino in Macau was constructed on a soundstage at Pinewood Studios with 300 floating lanterns and 2 30-foot-high dragon heads. Plot summary. When James Bond's latest assignment goes horribly wrong, MI6 agents around the world are exposed and their headquarters are attacked, forcing M to relocate the agency. These events cause M's authority and position to be challenged by Garrett Mallory, the new chairman of the Intelligence and Security Committee, with MI6 now compromised from inside and out. M is left with only one ally she can trust, 007. Bond takes to the shadows, assisted only by Agent Moneypenny, following a trail which leads to the mysterious Raul Silva, a.k.a. Tiago Rodriguez, whose lethal hidden motives have yet to be revealed. Fun facts about the film. Javier Bardem had the script translated into Spanish, dyed his hair blonde, leading to comparisons with Julian Assange. Charles Trenay's 1938 song, Boom, is heard during scenes in which Raul Silva shows Bond around his abandoned island. The Animals' rendition of John Lee Hooker's song, Boom Boom, is heard when Silva attacks Skyfall in the film's finale. Craig did his own stunts in the elevator and train rooftop scenes. Craig's passport in the film was real. The actual details shown on the passport are name, John Adam Bryce, date of birth, 12/16/68, sex, male, place of birth, London, date of issue, 6/22/2012. Designer Tom Ford made 85 versions of Bond's suit. 30 of them were worn by Craig and the rest by his doubles. Each one was made for a specific scene of the opening sequence, i.e., for Craig's motorcycle rides, a suit with longer sleeves was made so they would not ride up over his forearms. His ties for these scenes were weighted so they would not fly around when he rode at high speed. Queen Elizabeth, in her movie debut, personally invited Craig to appear with her as Bond at the opening ceremony of the 2012 London Olympics. In their video titled Happy and Glorious, Bond met the Queen and escorted her by helicopter to the stadium, all to the sounds of Bond music. The porcelain bulldog draped with the Union Jack was created by Royal Dalton China to celebrate Britain's patriotism. M quotes from Tennyson's Ulysses, 1842, quote, "To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield." Bond's Scottish ancestry is celebrated in the Bond names created for the plaques and headstones in the chapel and graveyard, including Andrew, Robert, Monique, Kathleen, Elsie, Ramsay, and Margaret Bond. Naomi Harris trained with a professional barber for the shaving scene. The Komodo dragons in the floating casino scene were computer generated. M's full name is Olivia Mansfield, as seen in the inscription on the box Moneypenny gives Bond, containing M's porcelain bulldog figurine. The Indian government refused permission to film the train roof fight because they felt that image would give a bad impression of their country. Silva's helicopter is an Augusta Westland AW-101. The painting that Bond and M view in the National Gallery is J.M.W. Turner's The Fighting Timurane from 1839, and the one in the private sale is Modigliani's Woman with a Fan from 1919. During the first assault on Skyfall Lodge, the helicopter's downdraft was so powerful that it knocked the false teeth right out of Javier Bardem's mouth. The crash of the London Underground train was filmed at Pinewood Studios' mammoth 007 stage. The crew built 2 full-size fabricated replica tube train carriages, each weighing about 5 to 7 tons. For safety reasons, 11 remotely operated cameras were deployed around the 007 stage to cover it from several angles. Skyfall features a recurring line of dialogue spoken by both Moneypenny and Kincaid. Quote, "The old ways are usually the best." 20 Honda CRF 250R motorcycles were used in the opening chase scene. The traditional end-of-movie official coda, quote, "James Bond will return," appears during the closing credits. Featured gadgets include a tiny radio tracking device, a near-field communication smartphone, an Omega chronometer watch, an Augusta Westland Berlin AW-101 helicopter with a PA system fitted on its undercarriage to play music, and the Aston Martin DB5, equipped with all its trick devices. After his first conversation with Q, Bond says, "Brave New World," quoting both Shakespeare's The Tempest and Aldous Huxley's novel. Severine's boat is called the Chimera, taken from Greek mythology. Wolf Blitzer has a short cameo in which he reports on the MI6 explosion. Things to look for. The reflection shot of Silva's force in the Aston Martin's rear view mirror. Many exciting locations in London, Turkey, and Shanghai. Javier Bardem's blonde hair, false teeth, and makeup. Listen for the songs Boom and Boom Boom. Craig doing his own stunts on the train roof and the escalator, Craig's passport information, the especially made bespoke Tom Ford suits, Craig's weighted down tie in the motorcycle scene, M's ceramic bulldog, Bond's rare crying on scene, the names of Bond's relatives, Naomi Harris's shaving scene, the computer-generated Komodo dragons at the casino, M's full name in the inscription on the bulldog's gift box, the J.M.W. Turner and Modigliani paintings, the tube train crash scene, Moneypenny's mantra, "The old ways are usually the best," and the James Bond will return closing credit. The Honda CRF 250R motorcycles, the Aston Martin and other cars, Severine's boat, the Chimera, and Wolf Blitzer's cameo. Now it's time to view Skyfall. Sit back, settle down. Please remember, it may take a few minutes for the film to roll. Happy New Year to all. Enjoy the movie.